the restoration project that we're going to start here in Blandford and Petersburg, Virginia. This one here is very sentimental. The property that I'm going to enter is a house that my grandparents owned, actually built brand new. From age 1 to about 14, I was here every day of my life. My grandmother kept me, with her at almost 24 hours, I would say, but about 12 hours until I was able to go to school. And then once I was able to go to school and able, got into the middle school, I was able to go home after school. So I ended up going to my parents' house. But I'm going to walk you through this house. It's my cousin's house, and we're going to restore it, put it back together. I'm excited about it. Like I said, this is, where I started my childhood development in this house. So bear with me. May get a little emotional, but not too bad. Just wanted to show you the outside of the house. We're going to start with the inside of the house because we want to get it in a condition where we can put a tenant back in here. I remember sitting on this wall many days with my grandfather, who I used to call Gumbo Shorty, my grandmother, my Ghani. Everybody in Blandford, I guess everybody got nicknames for their grandparents. But I'm walking up to the house. We're gonna do the outside probably later, but we want to get it to where we can put a family in here because the house been vandalized a couple times by the neighborhood kids, so we want to get it occupied. Ready to go into the front door. Like I said, I'm 55. Spent a lot of time in this house. Both my grandparents are deceased, but as you can see, the house structurally is in good shape. But we're gonna redo these floors, replace some of the windows that the kids broke out, and eventually I know my cousin will replace all the windows, put new baseboard. We're gonna try to protect the hardwood floors, put LVP over top of them, fresh paint, upgrade the electrical, upgrade the plumbing. Mysteriously, the HVAC system is still intact. As you can see, we had to put a stove here, whereas kids broke the window out and was coming in the window here. One of the neighbors let me know, and my mom let her know as well. Kitchen window broken out, we're gonna replace that. We're out of demo of the cabinets. They were damaged. The kids had broke all the doors off the cabinets. So new cabinets, LVP all the way through the house, over top of the floors. And what I did not realize is how small this house was. As a kid, you don't even think about those things. My grandparents grew up in this house. It's probably about 700 square feet. 2 bedrooms, just 1 bath. Like I said, this is the kitchen. I can almost be in the dining room and the kitchen at the same time. So check it out. We're going to upgrade the counter box. This is the little den area. It's about a 6x6, where I watch Price is Right most days with her. In that living room here, we probably put together 1,000 puzzles. That table is the same table we used to use to put the puzzles together. She would glue them, turn them into pictures, and put them in a frame. So just a lot of memories here, over in Blandford. My grandparents were great grandparents, such as my parents were great parents, and my mother's still living. But yeah, they definitely sold a lot into me, into my life. Remember when I got my first car, my grandparents, told me that, how much money had you saved? I had saved a good amount of money, but I didn't think about all the maintenance, tires, and different things the car would need. So everybody chipped in. My father gave me half the money to buy the car, a 1980 Datsun 210. Rest in peace. Ended up totaling it in Pocahontas a year or two later after buying it. But my grandfather bought tires for my car. My uncle gave me shutters on my car. My mother bought me some, I guess you'd call it leather louver for the front of the car. We're gonna take these fans down. All of them are warped, but and redo these closets. But yeah, a lot of memories. Yeah, grandparents, my parents, great folks. They really, and the reason and where I am in terms of entrepreneurship and with family in terms of generational wealth. This house is still in our family, and this house is probably about 60 or 70 years old. So these are the things, even though it needs some work, you're talking about a house that's going to be worth over 6 figures when we put it back together, that my cousin will own free and clear. That's what you call generational wealth creation. My grandfather worked 50 years to get this house, and it's our job to help keep it, maintain it, and to restore it to where this will be valuable. So if your family owns real estate, let us help you restore it, keep it in the family, and create that generational wealth that's needed. This house was given to my cousin. We're only 2 grandkids. My great aunt had a house which is down the street that she gave to me and my father. So she passed along generational wealth to myself. My grandparents passed it on to my cousin. Prayerfully, God willing, I'm going to pass it on to my kids, grandkids. We're going to continue to build, share, develop, teach the kids how to work. Can't just give you things, you got to earn them. You know, grandson 2 years old, I'm about ready to take him to a job site now, teach him how to learn how to build houses, so when he gets older, he'll have a trade. If he decides not to go to college, he'll still be able to eat, feed his family. Those are the things we're going to be talking about on our podcast. So I wanted you to see this house in the condition it is in, because this house was beautiful when my grandparents owned it. They took immaculate care of this house. You could eat off the floor in here. My grandmother was no joke with cleaning and, of course, keeping me fed. That's why I'm this size I am probably. But we're going to get it back to that where a family will be able to enjoy this house, but the ownership will stay in our family. My cousin Sheila, I know she's, grew up here too, because I remember she was 7, 8 years behind me. She spent a lot of days in this house as well. I just can't believe how small this house is. In terms of this is the bathroom, it's like we can barely get into the commode and the sink. You got to make sure you put a smaller vanity in there. I'm gonna redo this tub so it's functioning. But this is the same tub I used to take baths in when I was 2, 3 years old. So it's a lot of memory. So I'm excited about this project more than probably most of the projects that I've done because of the sentimental connections here. So let me know your thoughts. If you got a family home that you need help putting back together, do not let the state, federal government, cities, locality take it from you for taxes or non-payments. It's an asset. If you don't want it, sell it. Sell it to JBF Construction. We'd love to buy it and put it back together. We just did that to our property in Petersburg for a family in Petersburg that the house they didn't want it. We helped the investors come in and fix it back up and put it back on the market, and a family, children enjoying the house. That's what we want to do. So I'm going to get out of here before I start crying. I don't want to cry on live Facebook, but do miss my grandparents, but I got so many great memories I can smile about, and how they sold into my life. It's going to really make me proud to put this house back together, because I know what my grandfather put into it when he was living. And, he bought this house. I'm thinking cash, as my father told me. So he saved this money to buy this land and to buy this house. And it was funny when I found out that he bought this house from Sears and Roebuck. So you already know how long ago that was. It was like a modular home before they were modular homes. It was a package deal. So check it out now, and I'll keep you posted. And we're going to be showing some more footage a little bit later when we start putting it back together. Y'all have a great day.